Match 34 of the Big Bash League features Perth Scorchers and the Sydney Thunder. Let's build our fantasy team on my 11 Circle Fantasy Pick on ESPNcricinfo. I'm Ronak Kapoor and Mike Hussey is all set to join me. Right, let's look at our pro tip and let's look at some info and some numbers on the Perth Stadium. As a venue, it's for long been associated for the pace and bounce it generates for fast bowlers. That's Perth in general, but the Perth Stadium has seen spinners reaping rewards, picking up 18 wickets at an average of 16.5. Pacers have taken 19 wickets at an average of 28.36. So make sure you have enough spin options in your 11. If anyone told Mike Hussey that when he was growing up, there's going to be a stadium in Perth that's going to benefit spin, he'd have laughed. But that's how it is these days in the BBL, Huss.
It's crazy, Ronak. I can't believe it. And even this Perth pitch has got plenty of pace and bounce. So I'm surprised that the spinners have done so well. But the stats don't lie. And there's some very good spinners from both teams playing in this match.
All right, let's go to our team for that. Some player availability news, and this one's a big one. Daniel Sams, such a big player for the Sydney Thunder. His availability is in doubt after he suffered concussion in the game against Brisbane Heat. But do check in closer to team news if for confirmation on that and for any other changes to either side. Let's go to our team. A quick reminder, if you're already playing, you don't need to, but for any new viewers on the My 11 Circle Fantasy app, you have 100 credits available to form your team. 4 categories of players to choose from: batsmen, bowlers, wicket-keepers and all-rounders. Every player's individual credit value is listed on the app. You can pick a maximum of 7 players from one team in any given contest, and we'll throw in 4 substitute options for you towards the end of this video as well. Our captain choice for this one's going to be Alex Hales, the second highest scorer in the Big Bash last season, nearly 600 runs in 17 games. He's carrying that form into this season as well. Brilliant touch so far, 264 runs in 8 games, striking at over 168. 204 of those runs have come in boundaries, which give you those extra points in fantasy. So Hales is a captain safe bet according to us. Colin Munro is our vice captain recommendation, another destructive top order batsman. The left-hander's been in fine form, and in both games at the Perth Stadium, he's recorded quick-fire 50-plus scores. The highest run scorer for the Perth Scorchers this season, 187 runs in 7 games, striking at just over 133. So Alex Hales and Colin Munro, captain and vice-captain, they give you double and 1.5 times the points respectively. So pick them very carefully. Running off our top picks, Mitchell Marsh features almost every time Perth Scorchers play. We're going to see Mitchell Marsh heavily recommended in our team. One of the best all-rounders in the league. He's been a fantastic finisher with the bat for the Scorchers, 172 runs, and he's dismissed just the 3 times so far in 7 innings. He's recorded scores against Sydney Thunder of 52 not out, 11, 2 not out, 31, 44 not out, 34 and 64 not out. So he loves playing against this opposition. Pretty good with the ball as well. So gets you points in both departments. Usman Khawaja and Tanveer Sangha will wrap up our top picks. Khawaja, of course, is found his mojo back after a slightly indifferent start to the season. 168 runs in the last 5 games. And we believe at the Perth Stadium, his style of play could be pretty good. Tanveer Sangha's there, the 19-year-old spin sensation from Sydney Thunder, revelation in this year's Big Bash. And as per our pro tip, we're backing you to pick a lot of spinners, and Tanveer Sangha is one of them. 15 wickets in 8 games at an amazing average of 13.73 in what is his first season of the Big Bash. Alex Hales is captain, Colin Munro is vice-captain, Mitchell Marsh, Usman Khawaja and Tanveer Sangha in our top picks. Mike Hussey, do you like those?
Yeah, very good picks there. I would also, just consider a few other guys for your captaincy option. So Mitch Marsh, I think, would be a good captaincy option. Daniel Sams, definitely check to see if he's playing, because if he's playing, he could be a good captaincy option as well as a choice. But I'd also consider someone like Jai Richardson as a captaincy option and in one of your top picks as well. He's been in great form for the Scorchers of late. He enjoys bowling at this Perth Stadium and generally picks up at least a couple of wickets per game.
All right, now Jai Richardson, let's see if we find place for him in our team. Before that, some differential picks. Andrew Tye features, one of the most experienced pacers of the tournament. He's been a touch expensive in this year's Big Bash, but he's picked up 8 wickets in 6 innings. No one's got more wickets than Andrew Tye at the Perth Stadium in the Big Bash. He's got 15 wickets in 9 games there at an average of 14. Jason Roy, the English opener, he's due a big one after getting good starts in all the 4 games that he's batted in this year's Big Bash. He's recorded over 20 every time. And you think against his former team, the Sydney Thunder, he'd have that extra motivation to come good. Differential picks, Andrew Tye and Jason Roy. Our full team sees Josh Inglis as a keeper option, Alex Hales, Colin Munro, Usman Khawaja, Callum Ferguson, Jason Roy Mitchell Marsh, Chris Green, Tanvir Sangha, Fawad Ahmed, and Andrew Ty. So no place for Jai Richardson in our 11, but he is on our substitutes bench along with Daniel Sams, Sam Billings, and Liam Livingston. We do have an alternate scenario where Jai Richardson and Fawad Ahmed could be swapped in the 11. I'll just check with us who he'd like making room for them. And if Dan Sams is fit, we're recommending he comes in for Chris Green. So I'm guessing you really want Jai Richardson in that team, Us. Can you help our viewers with how they'd squeeze him in?
Yeah, it's a good team. I must admit, I don't know who I'm squeezing out there, but you've got to get Jai Richardson in your team. I'm sorry, he's a class player. He's, he's been doing well consistently. I agree with you about AJ Ty and Jason Roy. They both looked a bit out of touch throughout this tournament. They are probably due for a big performance, although AJ Ty got some wickets in his last match. Jason Roy, his strike rate has been a little bit low, which is a bit surprising. So maybe he's due for a big one. So I don't know. They're the other guys I just question whether they're being in the team. I'd stick with Chris Green, though. He's been a quality performer for the Thunder. He's got so much more experience now. He's been picking up wickets consistently, and he can be a handy late order hitter as well. So there's some tough choices because these are two very, very good teams, and both climbing the Thunder already up at the top of the table, but I reckon the Scorchers are a team that are on the rise.
Yeah, all right. Go with your gut then. That's all we'd probably say. There's a problem of plenty, especially if Daniel Sams is fit as well. Mike Hussey, thank you very much for your time and your thoughts. Plenty more from you as the Big Bash continues to roll on. Do check in with team news closer to the toss and pick players only from the 11th from either side. We'll be back with plenty more on My 11 Circle Fantasy Pick on ESPN Cricinfo.